And now, another exciting episode of As the River Churns. See, nobody knew that I did that live this time instead of having it be... Because it sounded exactly the same, didn't it?
It did.
Yes, it did.
Maybe even a little more exciting.
Maybe even a little more exciting today.
Sounded really good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Scott. Well, as you can see, we have some special guests today, Scott and Marcia Lottie, and we're very excited about having you both here today.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
Yeah. So tell us quickly, Lottie. I mean, that's not a usual name. It's not like Smith, or Waite maybe even. But so what's the origins?
It's
of
a Finnish name.
Finnish. Okay.
Finnish.
Oh, very good. Okay.
I always want to visit Finland since there's a town called Lahti, which is named after me, but I haven't made it yet.
Okay. Maybe one of these days you'll actually.
Yeah, I'm hoping to.
Yeah. You can't finish until you get
That's right.
there. So, yeah.
This is how it's going to go, Scott.
Yeah, it's going to be bad, Scott. It's gonna be
I
bad.
guess I better turn this over.
Oh, there we go.
Yep,
There we go.
okay. Thank
Look
you.
at that.
Yes.
Solo activity
All
right
right.
there. And then you tap the top, Scott. Sometimes it gets stuck.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Only happened once, and it wasn't on our show. But
Yes, it was on our show. It works fine for us for some
It
reason.
does.
I don't know.
It does.
Must be just the people that it was running at that day.
must
so.
be.
So, well, happy Monday, everybody. And we really have had some interesting weather. I mean, it's been really nice having the springtime weather here the last few days. But it's been cold overnight.
It has been.
For any of you that have gardens, I mean, I had to put blankets over my garden.
I think a lot of residents did too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that was Friday night and Saturday night. And then tonight, but I think after tonight, we were talking to Scooter about this morning. After tonight, I think we're going to be good. We won't have to, by the end of the week, we're going to be in the mid-80s and loads are going to be in the 60s.
4 or 5 days at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's going to be longer than that
Right,
even.
right.
So
Is that right?
I
Right.
think we go right from spring right into summer,
Summer.
by the end of the week. So
And no rain, I think Scooter said either. So.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, it's good in one way, bad in another,
Right.
I guess, right? So
the golfers wish there was a little less wind.
a little less
Oh,
wind. Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
The gusts are getting up to 10, 15 miles an hour.
Well, I've been trying to get the wind to blow away from like the hybrid home apartments and from.
It would be safer.
Scott, has anybody hit the hybrids yet?
No, I personally have hit the clubhouse. So
Have you hit the clubhouse?
I hate to admit it.
Twice. And he found
Twice.
balls.
Yeah, I found my
Wow.
ball.
Okay.
It's the good news. It was
Were you
dry.
close to any windows, or were
No.
you careful with that?
It was
very
the
careful.
door underneath, and
But
it
the
must
good
have
news,
echoed.
I heard you called your shot, right? You said, I'm going to hit it off the roof. It's going to bounce
That's right.
over, hit the hill,
Oh,
come down to the green,
Green.
and roll within 3 feet of the
Yeah.
cup. Isn't that right?
I wish.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Oh.
Well, Lisa, let's get to our agenda today.
Okay.
How about our photo? Who?
Yes, that
was a
from
great
Jenny
photo.
Rice.
Yeah, that was
I thought
great.
that was a great picture.
Yeah.
And with it, she had a question for today. So we're going to address this one while the picture was up.
Okay.
When will the hairdressers open back up again? We're
Boy.
all asking that same
Yeah,
question.
we all. Mr. Governor, that's your choice there.
Yes.
He's the one that does that.
So that's where the holdup is right now. It's
Yeah.
still an executive order through the governor. So
Yeah.
we can't do anything about that yet.
Right.
So just hang tight. We know it's getting a little hairy out there.
Oh, that was good, Lisa.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
Yep, pretty good.
And Lisa, we need to point out our things that represent our hometown that we're wearing
Yes.
today, right?
Yes. So how about
Right.
you, Tom?
Well, I think Scott and Marcia should go first. So
Okay,
they're our
okay.
guests today.
So I am from West Palm Beach, Florida,
West Palm Beach, Florida.
Nice.
Right.
and it's
right.
82 degrees
82.
as we
Nice.
speak.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so
All right.
good golf.
Okay.
Sun's bright.
There you go.
And Marcia, your situation is a little different.
Yes. I don't have a hometown.
She doesn't have a hometown.
No. The most I ever lived anywhere was 3 years when I was growing up.
Wow.
Yes.
It's a lot of change.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Lisa, we both are representing the football teams from our hometown, right?
Exactly. So I'm
Yes.
from Wisconsin, so I'm wearing green for the Green Bay Packers.
Yes. And I'm from Baltimore originally, and I'm wearing the Baltimore Colts, before they moved out of Baltimore.
Exactly.
That is
So-
Indianapolis.
Now, was it planned that way?
It was, the move?
You're retired.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we figured that out right before
Yeah.
the show, that we had done this creatively.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
All right. Let's see. Oh, we have a poem.
We
Lisa.
do, yes.
I'm supposed to read the poem.
Yes,
This is from
you're
Jim
gonna read the
Morgan.
poem.
Yes, okay.
From Jim
Actually,
Morgan.
this is pretty good. It says, 2020 was already a challenge for seniors like us, with many things to do like trips on our river landing bus. We had so many plans and opportunities of what we could do, and never could imagine each day we would ever get through. We enjoyed meals and times with different friends every day, and our experiences were enjoyed and were always okay. We shared with outsiders how good our life and paradise was, much better than napping under your blanket with special fuzz. Without a warning, an invisible spoiler creeped into our state. Its entrance soon presented us with a monumental fate. This highly contagious virus spread quickly around the globe, leaving victims helpless as a wife who lost her favorite robe. Businesses closed, jobs were lost, and countries in despair. Panicking and loss of life's reality was really everywhere. Our staff evaluated the situation and came up with a plan. Their desire was to protect each resident from when it began. Their goal was to have no one get sick and certainly not lost, though they realized everyone would need to share in the cost. To assure our community would succeed, we all needed to bend, realizing all working together would be the only winnable blend. Certainly no one realized how hard it would be down the road. Every one of us had to endure from day to day the heavy load. Grumbling and complaints began and our staff became tense. Our residents turned into as the river churns with suspense. We were assured of success if we would follow the new rules, realizing that our staff should be responsible for using their tools. It's exciting to see how they have kept each of our residents well, and for that each of us has something we should each want to tell. We are thankful for the most wonderful thing each of us has here. None of us have experienced COVID-19, and for that we can all cheer.
Very good.
I thought that was
Well done, Jim.
Yeah.
Well done. Thank you. All right, trivia question
Okay,
time.
Trivia question today
Woo-hoo.
is from Helen Pierce.
Helen Pierce,
So
thank you, Helen.
The winner today will receive a River Landing cooler bag
Yes.
with lots of little goodies in it.
Okay.
So you all know we need to do toilet paper.
Toilet paper, yes. It's
Paper towels, Kleenex, and we have a special little prize today. Butter toffee caramel popcorn.
Oh, my. Wow.
And a $5 gift card to Target.
Oh.
So this is really a good
In that
bag.
case, the popcorn is
The
stale.
Well, we're going to have to put a little disclaimer on this.
Yes.
I've had the popcorn a little bit. So,
6 years. That's all she's had. It's only been 6 years.
but I have had it since December.
Oh, December. Okay.
But
It should be okay.
It's contained.
I was going to say it's sealed.
There is not a date that says it's bad.
Nah.
It's moving.
It's moving. It's not stuck together.
Right.
So that's a good point. Yep.
But if it is, you've got a $5 gift
But
card.
if it is, you can
Yeah,
replace it with your gift card. And, of course, you can enjoy the paper product.
Yes,
So
of course.
I thought this bag was very fitting today.
Yes,
Because
yes.
the question of the day is,
Yes,
it's a toilet paper question.
of course.
When was Scott Toilet Paper founded?
Yeah, Scott, so when did you found it?
I mean, how appropriate for today.
It's named after you, isn't
I
it?
guess.
And we have a roll of Scott tissue just for
Can you believe
Scott.
that? Thank
That's Scott's personal tissue.
Yeah.
you. Isn't that nice? Really
Yeah.
appreciate that.
It
It's
probably,
starting to run a little low.
it probably says something on there about when it's founded, so don't read it.
Oh, don't read it.
I
And
can't.
don't
I
say.
can't read that because I don't have glasses. And we may run out, but Scott has always been a big supporter of Costco.
Oh, yes.
And I hate to tell you how much.
And it's finally
And this
paying
was
off.
before the.
Oh,
COVID.
okay.
But you know, I was in Costco this weekend. There wasn't
It's
any
slim
toilet paper to be
pickings.
found.
Is that right?
Yeah.
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 Okay, so if you know the answer to this question, when was Scott Toilet Paper founded? The question is that. You're going to call Michelle.
Call, yes.
336-389-4103, and the lines are now open. So when was the Scott Toilet Paper founded?
Yeah, I don't have any idea.
I don't either. No,
Yeah.
no clue.
Because I don't remember them being around for a long period of time. You know, it seems like it's fairly recent, but maybe it's not. Maybe they've
Yeah.
been around a long time.
I
I
don't
just
know.
didn't know.
I would assume it'd be 1800s, don't you think?
It could be that long ago?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe it is. All right.
We'll throw people off.
well, We'll find out at the end of the show today.
We'll see if anybody gets it.
Okay, so let's go over the coronavirus stuff. So I was looking at the statistics, and remember, we get these from the Department of Health and Human Services for North Carolina. And, you know, it's been 4 days since we did the last show and results. So I kind of was looking at it based upon the 4 days. And there's some really, I think, some real promising statistics in here. So let's get to it. So number of completed tests. So we have done 24,537 tests since last Thursday. That's an average of a little over 6,000 tests per day. And remember, we're starting to been seeing them. They've been ramping up and doing 6,000 tests a day. That's a total of 195,865 tests that have been completed in the state of North Carolina at this point. Of those 195,865 tests, 15,045 is the number of confirmed cases at this point, which is 7.7%. Remember, it's been dropping a little bit here and there. I did an extra statistic this time, though, since it's been 4 days. We had, as I mentioned, we were 24,537 new tests that have been done in the last 4 days, and it's 1,648 new cases, positive cases. That percentage is actually 6.7%. So we're starting to see more cases, but less of a percentage of people that actually have it. So I think that's a really good sign. Unfortunately, we've had 43 more deaths since the last time. We're at 550 deaths for the state. That's about 10 to 11 on average per day. But even that has come down a little bit, which I think is really a good thing if you look at it on an average per day. And then currently hospitalized, we only have 464 in the hospital. That's 61 less than where we were Thursday last week. So the numbers look really good. Just in the individual counties, Mecklenburg did have a pretty good size increase. They're 212 cases more than what they were last Thursday, 2,134 cases. Wake County has 1,048. That's 87 more than last Thursday. But, you know, all of these, except for Mecklenburg County, all of the counties I'm about to mention are less than 20 cases on average per day. Wayne County is at 752. Durham County is at 873. Closer to us, Guilford is at 609 cases. That's 73 more than what we had on Thursday, which is about an 18 average. And Forsyth is at 379. That's 47 more than what we were last Thursday, which is about 12 per day. So, and then getting more specifically into the nursing home side, residential care side, I think there's some good numbers here too. It's kind of mixed. But out of the 15,045 positive cases, 2,546 of those are from the nursing homes and residential care facilities. That's about 17% of the total cases. And that number went up by about 172. So out of the 1,648 new cases, positive cases, just a little bit more than 10% are from nursing homes and residential care facilities. So that actually is a lower percentage as well, as far as the growth goes. Unfortunately, the number of deaths, it's 323 from nursing homes and residential care facilities. And that compares to the 550 total deaths. So we're still running right around that 58, 59% is what we've been seeing as far as the total deaths coming from those areas. And again, not so surprising on this. And then I thought this was very good too. Last Thursday, there were 85, I think I told you, 23 residential care facilities and 63 nursing homes that have an ongoing outbreak, which means 2 or more cases. And so we were 85 last Thursday. We're at 86 today. So now remember, though, that some communities come off because once they don't have any reportable cases and everybody has recovered or has had some sort of disposition to them, for 28 days they get pulled off the list. So there's been some changing in the counties, but still we've only had a net increase of 1 since last Thursday. And so I take that as a good sign as well. I think everybody's really working hard to try and keep the virus out of nursing homes and retirement communities as best as possible. But I think it's good. I think the numbers are really, not that they're great. We don't want to have increases in numbers, but
Right.
if you're going to have increases, at least it seems to be sliding the other way. And it kind of
Right
goes
direction.
back to what we've been hearing from the state of North Carolina, that we're kind of really have flattened out this curve. And so maybe we're starting to see it come the other way, which we want it to be, because that's what's going to help us get to the next phase of the governor's plan. And let's face it, the next phase of the governor's plan has more of an opportunity for being beneficial to our community. We'll see what the governor says about it, but I think there's a lot more opportunity for us. So, okay, I think that was our update. So we have a couple other things here. So, one of the questions that came out was about this very thing about our trade association and about trying not to lump retirement communities in with nursing homes. Well, the reality is we have a nursing home setting here, and even though we have an independent portion of our population, we also have the nursing home setting. So we need to continue to work with the governor and his staff, and our trade association is doing a lot of this for us because they know the right people to talk to really make sure that they're getting the message that, hey, just because River Landing has a nursing home as part of its retirement community doesn't mean that's all what we do. We obviously have the independent living part, and so we need to be able to have some interpretation from them as to, hey, the independent living is different than the nursing home side, and, we should be able to hopefully be able to take some of the phasing that comes in and adapt it here. So we're working on that. So the person that said that we shouldn't allow politicians to paint River Landing as a retirement home with the same brush as a nursing home, they're right. I mean, we shouldn't, and we're going to make sure that we do not do that. Okay, let's switch to something more exciting. Strawberries, right?
Strawberries. Okay. So this is our last week that we're doing the second delivery of strawberries.
Yes.
Because of the cold weather that we had this weekend, it has slowed down the ripening. So I would expect the strawberries to come in a little bit later this week.
And they may even come frozen.
We're hoping they don't.
No, I guess that probably would be.
Depending on how early they're picked.
So just be patient with us. They just aren't here yet. So as soon as the farmer gets them to us, we will get them out to you all. So we still had a lot of orders of strawberries. I don't have the exact number, but
Well, I can understand that.
so
I love
still,
strawberries,
I
too.
know. And right now it's just such a good time to get them. We have extended the T-shirt orders to Wednesday at 5 p.m. So we still had a few residents said they were trying to figure out if they wanted to order some more,
Right.
what size to get. So we have extended it until Wednesday. So if that helps you all, make sure get your T-shirt order in. I can't wait to see everybody wearing the shirt. Someday we'll be able to see a whole sea of it,
Yes.
and it will look amazing. So
And,
it just helps unite us.
and I think this would be an appropriate time to say that the resident council is also going to be supportive
They're
of this
helping support
effort,
this project too.
and they're going to help us
Yes.
with the shirts. So
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
awesome. I think they recognized and appreciate the fact that we're in this together, residents and staff, and so they wanted to be a part of
Right.
this. So very thankful to our council for participating in the purchase of the shirts.
Yep.
So thank you
Yep.
for doing that.
And we had a couple questions from folks that said, why get a T-shirt?
Yeah.
Why do something like that? And, for some people, they look at it as just a T-shirt.
Right.
But for us, it represents more than just a T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's something that joins us all together. So when you see that sea of shirts out there and we're all wearing that same shirt, there's a unitedness that comes from that. So I just wanted to bring that up, there's more behind the T-shirt.
Yeah, and we mentioned this about the 15th anniversary shirts, right? Look how many people were still
Got
wearing those.
good use out of it, definitely.
Yes.
And that week when we
Yes.
had the 15th anniversary, to see so many residents and staff wearing those shirts,
It was amazing.
it just brought smiles to my face.
did.
It
Did.
was just wonderful. I just thought
Every
it was great.
event we had, we saw it out there, and it was neat to see that.
Yeah. So we're
Yep.
kind of hoping we get the same kind of euphoric kind of feeling
Exactly.
from this as
Yes.
well. So.
Yes. Yep. Okay. The Back to the Basics box has had some changes. So that's the first box that we started. So that one has vegetables and eggs and the proteins. That one is a little bit of a bigger box. That's the $45 box. But they no longer are providing orange juice in it. And the box will have one protein now. So you can choose between 5 pounds bag of frozen chicken breast or 10 frozen hamburger patties.
Oh.
Before it was half that amount. So now they're just picking the one protein. You can pick chicken or the hamburger patties, but you can double your protein. That way you could get the other protein if you want for an additional $10. So you can get the box for $45 with one protein or $55 with both of the proteins. So for 5 pounds of chicken or 10 of the hamburger patties, it's a great deal.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yep.
Okay.
And last item,
Yes.
grocery pickups. So Whitney's pickup and delivery team, they have been doing an amazing job. So they are going to grocery stores to pick up your orders. And just a reminder from her and her team that if you have a pickup time of between 10 and 10:30, we go anytime in between that time. So we don't want you to be waiting for your groceries to be at your door at 10:35.
Right.
So we have to have time to get there, and we'll usually have several orders that we're picking up at once. But we will bring them back to you as soon as we're back here on campus and get all the groceries delivered. And just as a reminder, the grocery stores do keep all of your groceries in a cooler. So they're not sitting out. We don't want you to think that they're sitting out somewhere getting warm. All grocery stores have in front of their areas their coolers that they keep them in. So no worries there that we keep it all cold for you.
Good. That's good.
Yes. Okay. It's question time, Tom.
Well, before we get to questions, I have a new addition to my desk.
You do?
My secret admirer has sent me another.
Aw.
Cute.
Isn't this great?
Can you
Brian,
zoom
I
in
don't know
on
if you
that, Brian?
can zoom in on that or not, but it is really cute.
That's interesting.
Yes. Again, another bag with tissue paper in it, not marked as to who it's from.
And another pig.
And another pig. And we got rid of the pig picture because
We
we
did.
were starting to get complaints about the pig picture. so
And
we
now
had to get
people
rid
are
of it.
giving us pigs.
Yeah, so I think this is somebody who really likes the pig
I
picture.
think it is too.
Just decided that this was their way to be able to get the pig back into the,
I think you're right.
I guess that's what it is.
That
So,
one's pretty
yeah.
clever, though.
Yeah, I like that. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I like that too.
Yeah. Pretty neat.
Okay.
Thank you. Whoever that is,
Yeah.
thank you very much. We don't have a lot of questions today.
We don't. We had the hair one, which we did earlier, and then this one. So if I visit with other residents outside and want to serve refreshments, what would be safe options? So that's if you're gathering outside. Maybe it's your parking lot. Maybe it's your patio. And remember, you can do that up to 10 people,
Right,
and you still have to be 6 feet apart.
right,
And maybe you're sitting in your lawn chairs.
Right.
So that's what I think this person is asking is, how can I serve my guests refreshments?
right. And we decided that we've come up with an acronym for this, right?
We have.
Yes.
So everybody get your pen out,
Yeah,
your
this
paper.
is very important. Yeah,
Okay.
right.
So,
This is going to be good, I can tell.
okay, so the acronym, how does it sound, Tom?
It's BIOPS.
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 And what does that stand for?
BYOPS. BIOPS. It's bring your own party snack. Bring your own party snack. Don't serve refreshments to others. Just bring your own.
Just bring
So,
your own.
Yeah.
That's really the safest way
It
to
is
do
the
that
safest
right
way.
now.
Yes.
That way, because maybe you don't know where your neighbor's been. Maybe they've been out of here and they just didn't tell you. And
Right.
It's just safer. Everybody, BIOPS.
BIOPS.
BIOPS. Bring your own party snack.
Sorry, we were trying to get funny with that. It didn't work very well, I don't think.
Did you think, Scott, did you think it was going to be better than that?
Yeah, that was good.
It was pretty good. Okay. Okay.
Okay, well, we're at the best part of the show.
Best part.
Best part.
The best part.
It is the
Scott
best part.
and Marcia. This is time visiting with Scott and Marcia. So
Very good.
we're going to turn it over to you and let you go. But
Appreciate it.
we want to just say thank you for agreeing to be the resident co-chairs for the annual appeal. And so I know that you've got a whole list of things you want to talk about today. So I'm going to just kind of shut up and let you
Okay,
go.
very good. Well, Tom, when Marcia and I moved in here in 2015, we had absolutely no idea what annual appeal was. So we thought what we would do is develop a FAQ, frequently asked questions sheet, that we're planning on putting on all the residents' inboxes by the end of this week.
Oh, great.
But I thought that what Marcia and I would do right now is just step through some of those with a little dialogue.
Super.
If that's okay.
That's great.
Very good. Marcia.
One of the perks for choosing River Landing was the fact that River Landing would care for us continuously, even if we ran out of money. Before we were added to the waiting list to move into River Landing, we went through a thorough financial check to make sure we could afford the luxury of making our permanent residence River Landing. So, Scott, could you tell me why some people need financial assistance?
Definitely. We have a good news, bad news situation here. The good news is we're living longer.
Yes.
The bad news is we're living longer, so we have a lot more expense, unanticipated
Sure.
from a healthcare standpoint. Having to move into assisted living maybe earlier or nursing care than we had planned. Cost of everything's moving up. Cost of healthcare is increasing. Drugs are increasing. And then just the past month and a half, a lot of the financials, particularly in me in particular, I depend a lot on the stock market. Between mid-February to about the middle of March, the market dropped almost 30%.
Yeah.
So you're just never really sure what's going to be happening to you.
Right.
One resident stated, it's nearly impossible to plan for every possible scenario. Even with good advisors, living frugally, and being responsible, you're just never sure if it's going to last.
Very true.
How many residents are currently receiving assistance?
The number of residents experiencing a shortfall is not tremendous, but the higher level of care that's required can be significant.
I mean, if they move into assisted living or nursing care before
Exactly.
they had anticipated.
And they're there for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Right.
How much financial assistance was needed in 2019?
It was $610,000 was needed last year.
And how much is forecasted for 2020?
Yeah, this year, in January, we looked at needing about $770,000.
That's right.
Our goal this year for annual appeal is $120,000.
How is it determined that residents need assistance?
The residents or the family of the residents will notify Tom and Lisa, and it looks like they're going to be having a shortfall. And this allows administration and the family and the resident to work together to come out with a viable plan for the long term.
That's right.
My donation goes to the Presbyterian Homes, Inc. Does what I give go directly to River Landing?
Yeah, Presbyterian Homes manages really the annual appeals for 3 different places, Glen Eyre, Scotia Village, as well as River Landing, but the dollars that are received from River Landing go specifically for the River Landing residents.
Do all the funds collected for the annual appeal come from the residents?
Yeah, good questions. I feel where I was. Yeah, I know it's starting to move around a little bit.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Yeah, annual appeal receives donations from, moving around, sorry about that, from residents, family members of residents and former residents, current former board members, and staff, and outside foundations as well as vendors. And hopefully we're planning on having an annual appeals golf tournament this year.
Let's hope.
The plan was in June, which
Yeah.
is not going to happen, and we're currently planning on having it in a September timeframe.
That's right.
I'm just glad we have different ways of helping people financially from a community perspective.
I'm ready. Where do I put my check?
Okay, good question. There's a gray box outside the labeled resident drop box to the left of the front desk. That's one. Outside residents hopefully can leave their donations with the reception area in the clubhouse. There's other ways to donate as well. Checks can be mailed to Marissa Ray at Presbyterian Homes, Inc., 2109 Sandy Ridge Road. All this will be in the frequency asked question sheet. They'll be in your inbox. Definitely cash and grants from donor advice funds would be received willingly. And also you can have QCDs, qualified charitable distributions from your IRA that can be accepted as well. For any of those, it'd be best just to work with Marissa Ray and give her a call. And as of today, I'm very pleased to announce we have over $42,700, I believe, that have been collected toward the goal of 120. And we have through the end of this year to achieve the goal. Marcia, anything else?
Pray and donate to the annual appeal so that we can help residents that are financially
Need.
have a shortfall.
Yeah.
Good.
That's awesome.
How about you? You got anything more to
yeah,
say?
4 things. One, all donations are all donations are tax deductible, which is really important to a lot of folks, I know. The sheet for frequently asked questions should be in your inboxes, hopefully by the end of the week. And progress toward the goal will be on Care Merge, and we're hoping to have a chart up in the front desk
It's
area.
up.
It is up.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
I missed that. I sort of sneaked around the ground floor.
Michelle's got it up there for
Okay,
us.
we'll be up, and we'll be posting progress on that as well. And lastly, I'd just like to express appreciation to Verna and John Kroom, who are heading the annual appeal effort for River Landing from a Board of Trustee perspective.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if you said it. The only thing I didn't think I heard you say was that another way they can contribute is online. Did you say that on?
no, I did not.
So you can actually go through the River Landing website or through the Presbyterian Homes website, and there's a place for you to donate there, and you can actually designate it for the River Landing annual appeal.
Okay,
on there.
great,
So
very good.
that's another thing.
Yeah, I was not aware of that.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I thought that I had
I have to
thought we had given you that
update.
information.
Well,
But
that's
it's a nice, easy way to do it without having
is,
to write a
definitely.
check or to do any of that kind of stuff. So or
Yeah.
do cash or anything. So,
Yeah, very good.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm really pleased that we made progress already. Nice.
Yeah. So
Nice progress.
my math is right. We're up over 40,000. We're over a third of the way there. Then.
Definitely, yeah,
That's
which
great.
is nice. It really is.
And hopefully
And
we can get
and
that
we
golf tournament in.
started 1st of April.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's we've had some nice progress on that.
We have.
You know, and Scott, I think Marcia, it goes without saying a little bit. You know, there was a lot of question about the timing for the annual appeal, and you know, was this really a good time to try and pull this off? But the need is there. I mean, short of the pandemic, short of everything else that's going on, the need is there for our residents who are, for no fault of their own, have found themselves in a position where they can't pay the full cost of their care. So I think the desire there was to let's just go ahead and keep mushing through. Any money we collect is money that we can use towards the annual appeal for these residents.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
So
a
I've
good
been
point.
very pleasantly surprised at the generosity of our residents again, and I don't know why I should be surprised by that, because they just constantly show that
Yeah,
time and
they
time
really
and
do.
time again. So
Yeah.
thank you for being on the show.
One thing I didn't realize either that I think I've included in the frequently asked questions is this been an ongoing program at River Landing since 2006.
Wow. Yeah. So, and I think they've been doing annual appeals at the other communities even longer than that.
Is that right? Okay.
So just
Good.
River Landing we started in 2006. That's right.
Good.
Wow. That's 14
Yeah.
years ago, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you very much. All right, Lisa, let's see. Birthdays.
Birthdays. So today we have Joe Witt and Nita
picture.
Fuquay.
Joe and
So,
Nita.
happy birthday. And then tomorrow, since we're not on the show, Tom,
Yes.
happy birthday to George Brown.
Yes. Happy
Oh,
birthday to
okay.
all of
Very
you.
good.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay, now we come to the exciting part.
Did we have a winner?
We do have a winner.
Oh, we do have a
You
winner.
aren't going to believe who it is. You're not going to believe it.
I have no idea.
I know. So the winner today, of course, gets this goodie bag right
Yes.
here.
Is it
You
a
know,
repeat winner?
No, but it's someone that usually gives us the question, and he never gets to participate.
Oh, it must be John
John.
Hoyt.
Not
it's
John.
It's John Hoyt.
John Hoyt.
Ah.
John Hoyt.
Very
Yep.
good, John.
Yeah.
'Cause he never gets to participate. We use his questions a lot.
Now,
so
he can't use the Scott toilet paper, though.
No.
It doesn't have his
can't.
name
That
on it.
was for Scott.
Yeah,
That's
he
good.
doesn't have his
So-
name on it.
Yep.
This
Yep.
is mine.
And I have to say, Helen Pierce actually gave me a little gift bag with that in it. So it's really from Helen.
Oh,
So you have to tell her thank you.
my neighbor.
You have to tell her thank you.
So is it appropriate that somebody named John wins toilet paper? I mean,
Pretty good.
Oh, it's so bad.
And see, we couldn't even have planned that one.
I know.
mean-
That's why it's probably not funny. You know, that's because
Oh,
we can't
gosh.
plan it that way.
Now,
so.
Scott, do you see why people don't want to be on our show?
Yes, that's right.
This is what happened. We tried to give away a spot on our show, and nobody would
Nobody,
take it.
is that right?
No, so I don't understand it.
Yeah.
So the question was, when was Scott Toilet Paper founded? And the answer is, now Scott, you were in the right ballpark. What did you say?
1800s.
1800.
I would say like 1873.
Oh, wow.
1879.
Woo!
I mean,
Is
that's
is that
really
right?
close.
That's amazing.
And I didn't even read it.
I mean,
That's
who would have
amazing.
thought that?
Good
Yeah,
for
I
you.
just wouldn't have thought back then.
You're only 6 years old.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
What was that?
So congratulations, John. You can enjoy this wonderful bag and the stale popcorn. That will probably be your best prize. I don't know, but try it out. Let us know how it goes. And this week's lineup, just to remind you what's coming up. Tomorrow is Honeymooners. Wednesday is Ken Massey. Thursday is Homer with Emergency Preparedness.
Oh,
And that's
good.
one that you really want to see. That's one that he goes over fire safety here. What do you do when the fire alarm goes off?
Right.
Those kind of things.
Right.
Tornado drills, our emergency phone tree system. So please don't miss that one. That
That's
is very
terrific.
important. We have a lot of new folks here, so it's just good to get that information.
Not the gatehouse yet.
Not the gatehouse yet. We're not ready to.
Although I
do
will
that
say that we did
Oh.
get all the final approvals for the gatehouse.
Oh,
so
great.
when we are ready to open it, we can open it at this
Very
point.
good.
So
yet. And a lot of prep work to go into that yet. But.
Yeah.
And then Friday, we have a big surprise. It's a show you aren't going to want to miss.
it's a big surprise.
The big surprise.
Really
Oh.
big surprise.
Yep.
Yes.
And we're not going to say what it is because just in case it doesn't happen.
Brian's back there going like
Okay,
this.
Brian's saying it's going to happen.
Okay.
So
All
can I
right.
announce what it is, Brian? Yeah, do it. Okay.
All right. Yeah, we need to
So,
build this up here.
I think everyone knows Brian and Destiny have been working on the American Idol
Oh.
concept here with our residents.
River
They've been
Landing.
going around. There's been a singing contest going on, if you didn't know that.
Ah.
And they are going to compile all of the performances and the judging, and it's going to be here on Friday during our show.
Yeah.
We're going to have American Idol,
Is
Awesome.
that
and
right?
it's going to be our residents. So you don't want to miss it because
No.
I hear it's pretty amazing.
Yes.
So,
That's
okay,
pretty
that's
cool.
Friday.
That's a really cool idea.
That's a really cool idea.
Yeah, it's gonna be
So
So we're not going to turn the hourglass over at that time, are we?
we probably should.
Yeah,
You're
probably
right.
not.
You're
Yeah,
right.
that
That's
might
a good idea.
We might have to turn it twice. Who knows?
He says it's only about a half an hour.
Okay, well that's not
So,
Wow.
Pretty good.
so I think we're
Very
okay.
good.
Yep. And we'll cut ours short, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm sure nobody will be sad if that.
No, I'm sure they won't.
So,
You know.
okay, so that's the big deal for Friday. And end with the joke of the day.
Joke of the day.
Okay.
Yes, yes. All right. John, hey,
Again,
another John. John, who lived in the north of England, decided to go golfing in Scotland with his buddy Sean. So they loaded up John's minivan and headed north. After driving for a few hours, they got caught in a terrible blizzard. So they pulled into a nearby farm and asked the attractive lady who answered the door if they could spend the night. Uh-oh, where's this going? I realize it's terrible weather out there and I have this huge house all to myself, but I'm recently widowed, she explained, and I'm afraid the neighbors will talk if I let you stay in my house. Don't worry, John said. We'll be happy to sleep in the barn. And if the weather breaks, we'll be gone at first light. The lady agreed, and the two men found their way to the barn and settled in for the night. Come morning, the weather had cleared, and they got on their way. They enjoyed a great weekend of golf. But about 9 months later, John got an unexpected letter from an attorney. It took him a few minutes to figure it out, but he finally determined that it was from the attorney of that attractive widow he had met on the golf weekend. He dropped in on his friend Sean and asked, Sean, do you remember that good-looking widow from the farm we stayed at on our golf holiday in Scotland about 9 months ago? Yes, I do, said Sean. Did you happen to get up in the middle of the night, go up to the house, and pay her a visit? Well, yes, Sean said, a little embarrassed about being found out. I have to admit that I did. And did you happen to give her my name instead of telling her your name? Sean's face turned beet red, and he said, yeah, look, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm afraid I did. Why do you ask? She just died and left me everything. And you thought the ending would be different, didn't you?
I was gonna.
Oh,
I figured the 9 months thing, it was
That's
going
Yeah,
somewhere else.
yeah.
I like that.
It kind of led you to believe that, didn't it?
It did.
That was
That's
good.
pretty good.
Very good. And
Yeah, and that was from Max Bibber.
Max, thank you. We
Yeah.
can always count on Max
Oh,
for
Max.
some good
Yeah,
stuff.
Max has given us several. So over the next
Now, he
couple
gave
weeks,
us one, though. Lisa, I don't even think Ken Massey would do it, because I
I
think
don't
it
think
would be a
so.
little bit too...
Now Max said he'd be willing to do it. So maybe we'll have to bring him down for it. But
Shy Max?
Max, I think we're going to chicken out on it.
Yes, if we were to chicken out on
I don't think we can do it. No, we better not.
Well, we'll think about it. Maybe if it's our last show,
Maybe.
where we can get away with it, and we
You're-
could be away
thank
for the
you,
next
that-
2 weeks after that or something
yeah,
like that,
maybe
then
that's it.
that would be good. So, anyway, Scott, Marcia, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Appreciate it.
We loved having you on here. So.
Tom, I would like to thank you on behalf of Marcia. I just thank you for you and Lisa and all the staff that you got at River Landing for all the things you're doing at this time.
Thank you.
And I know that a lot of other residents feel the same way, that no one would have ever planned for a pandemic like this, and all the things you're doing and trying to entertain us, keep us happy, and more importantly, keeping us safe is really important. So I just want to thank you personally for all that.
Thank you. Appreciate
you,
that
Scott.
very much. It's been quite a little marathon already, and we've been, well, at least we were trying to figure it out. We're 2 months into
At
this thing,
a
right?
little over
Living
two,
a little over
right?
2 months.
Yep.
And, we got quite a bit left to go. But hopefully we're starting to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. That's what I'm kind of hoping that we're going to see, and
Hopefully.
we'll see where we go from here.
Yep.
But thank you for your comments. Really appreciate that. And on behalf of our group here, we just say have a great Monday afternoon, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you. We love you.
Bye.